So let's talk about how do we administer digoxin to a pediatric patient. Now, as I've said before, administering of digoxin is divided into two phases. We have the digitalizing phase and the maintenance phase. So the digitalizing phase is where we give the loading dose. So how do we calculate the loading dose we are going to give this patient? Now, first thing we need to do is to know the weight of that baby. You know that in pediatrics, the weight of children are very important. So this is the baby we are going to use as case study, and he's 4 kg. So how do we get the loading dose, the total digitalizing dose? Because this TDD is going to be very important in almost all the calculations we are going to be doing. You understand? You're going to substitute here and there. So how do you calculate it? Let me just use the median, 0.05. You understand? So 0.05 times the weight of this child, 0.05 times 4 is going to give us 2. So it means that our total digitalizing dose for this baby here now, for this our baby here now, is what? 2 milligrams. So how do we now administer these 2 milligrams of digoxin? We are going to split these 2 milligrams into 3. The first dose we are going to give the child is going to be half of that 2 milligrams, which is 1 milligram, and we're going to give it to him immediately we see that patient. That is at 0 hours. You understand? By the next 12 hours, what are we going to give that child? 1/4 of that 2 milligram. 1/4 times 2 is what? 0.05. So it means that at the 12th hour, we're going to give that child 0.05 milligrams of what? Digoxin. And at the next 12 hours, which is the 24th hour, we're going to give that child another 0.05 milligrams of digoxin. So it means that on seeing the child, we gave the child what? 1 milligram. After 12 hours, 0.05. After another 12 hours, 0.05, means that in the total of 24 hours, we gave that child 2 milligrams of digoxin, and that is the what? The digitalizing phase, or the loading dose. Now, for the maintenance phase, we start the maintenance phase 12 hours after digitalization is complete. So after this 24 hours is gone, we give another 12 hours, and that's when we are going to start this maintenance phase. And what do we do? It's very simple. Just 1/4 of that total digitalizing dose. The total digitalizing dose was 2 milligrams, right? So we're going to just give 1/4 of 2 milligrams is 0.05. So we're just going to give 0.05 milligrams of digoxin per day. Simple. But there's just a minor, something you should know. For children that are less than 10 years, because of how toxic this digoxin is, we still have to split that 0.05 into 2. You understand? And give it 12 hourly. You understand? So it means that each dose you are going to give is going to be what? 1/8 of that total digitalizing dose, or basically just half of that 0.05, which should be 0.025 or so. So you are going to give 0.025 of digoxin 12 hourly to children that are less than 10 years for the maintenance phase. Thank you.